But yeah, no, we gonna recap Super Wild Card Weekend. And in saying so, first game on the docket was the San Francisco 49ers hosting the Seattle Seahawks, round 3 of this NFC West divisional matchup. And it went like I thought it would when the second half hit.
It ended the way I knew it would, but Seattle actually had a 17-16 lead at halftime. And when I saw Seattle scoring 17 points, obviously one of my dudes at Third Down Thursdays flirted with the possibility of Seattle. I said, nah, Seattle's just having their fun for now. It's going to end soon. And it did.
Brock Purdy did his thing. Gino did his thing in the first half, but the second half, that San Fran defense got to him. All in a day's work. San Fran 41, Seattle 23. They are moving on. That was the beginning of Wild Card Weekend. I was on Saturday, but Saturday night prime time was right here in good old Duval, where the Los Angeles Chargers came to visit the Jacksonville Jaguars. And it started out so well for the Chargers. So well for the Chargers. It started out so well. You couldn't even ask for a better start for the Chargers. Jumped out to a 27-0 lead, and Bearman
it went away.
What had happened was that Trevor Lawrence stopped throwing interceptions and he turned them into touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor Lawrence threw 4 interceptions in the first half. 4. This man threw 4 interceptions in the first half alone. Came back and threw 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, you know what? I think I could honestly say Trevor Lawrence is going to be given an honorary AEW World Title for this performance. I bet.
I mean, how do you throw 4 picks and you're down 27-0 to come back and win? Oh yes, the damn Chargers. Where the Chargers didn't turn the ball over not one time. You won the turnover battle 5-0. 5-0. Jacksonville turned the ball over 5 times.
And you still didn't get it done.
And they still found a way to beat you. Still found a way to beat you. Oh, and by the way, that's to make matters worse, Alex. You know what shows I listen to when I, during the week. You know what shows I listen to. Heard from Adam Scheffler, correct? This was I want to say yesterday, okay? Heard from Adam Scheffler. Adam Scheffler said, as of right now, at this very moment, this is Wednesday, right? So at the very moment of Tuesday, okay? At the very moment of Tuesday, Brandon Staley's job is safe. Now, Alex will tell you, I'm the one who doesn't try to fire people.
Yeah, that's usually my job.
But how is Brandon Jelly Stop safe when you just had the biggest collapse in Chargers history happened Saturday night?
In a playoff game.
No, the biggest collapse in Chargers history happened Saturday night.
Yeah, I know, and it happened in a playoff game. That's what I'm saying.
Your first playoff game. Your very first playoff game. And you did this.
Yeah, they fired Joe Lombardi. They fired numerous. I think they fired several coaches, but they keep the head coach. Ay.
Sean Payton is out there. People know Sean Payton is in this job because of one person. Do you know who that person is? The reason why Sean Payton would love to take this job?
Who?
Justin Herbert.
Mm-hmm.
Who, by the way, when the last time he threw a pick, by the way? When was the last time he threw a pick?
It's been a while.
He didn't throw a pick Saturday.
So the Chargers failed Herbert.
But guess what? Guess what though? I don't know if you caught my my little short word that I did previewing the game. I said that was a matchup that people needed to watch. Correct.
Yeah, you did.
It wasn't the coaches. It wasn't the quarterbacks. It was the running backs. You know, Austin Eckler, Travis Etienne. Now, Travis Etienne had 20 carries for 109 yards, Bearman.
Mm-hmm.
20 carries for 109. Not to mention that fourth and one run when they gave it to him, he took it to the outside for that 25-yard game to set up the game with the field goal. You know how many carries Austin Eckler had?
How many?
13. Now how many yards he had?
How many?
39.
Wow.
And with 2 touchdowns. So 14 points of your 27-0 lead was Austin Eckler putting the ball in his zone on the run. But you gave him 13 carries in the entire game.
Should have ran the ball.
Nevertheless, Travis Etienne got 20 carries. Remember, Jaguars is down on 27-0, and Travis Etienne still got 20 carries. Yeah, size, you know, because you thinking, yeah, they was down 27. Yes, they was down 27, and Travis Etienne was still getting the ball.
Yeah.
This
terrible.
This stupidity. Do I say stuff and people don't listen to me? I mean, I'm just trying to figure stuff out.
It's amazing. The head coach keeps his job. In my opinion, if it was up to me, he would have been fired immediately. I would have been allowed to. I would have let him even get on the team plane. I would say no. You book your own flight back home.
Yeah, you still trying to find your coach now. Then we get to Sunday, Orchard Park, Buffalo Bills hosting the Miami Dolphins around 3. A very close game that I did not expect to be close. It was not a good performance from the Buffalo Bills.
Nope. And give props to Miami.
It was not what I was expecting from the Buffalo Bills. I expected a third-string quarterback was hanging around with Josh Allen. A third-string quarterback. I want people to understand this.
And at one point, Buffalo had a 17-0 lead.
Yeah, a 17-0 lead from Buffalo, and then all of a sudden, here come Miami.
Here come the Dolphins.
Like, Skylar Thompson was dueling Josh Allen. Somebody figure that out for me. Skylar Thompson, I mean, this is what I'm trying to figure out. Figure that out for me. How is Skylar Thompson hanging around with Josh Allen in Buffalo, by the way?
Now you're asking yourself, is Buffalo really that damn good?
I mean, Josh Allen, 23 for 39, 352, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. And the fumble that was scored in the end zone by the Dolphins.
Yeah, Buffalo needs to watch out.
And you let Skylar Thompson threw the ball 45 times for 220 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 picks.
And almost won.
Almost won. You know, see, y'all thought I'm looking forward to this next game they got going on, which we'll get to after our break. But I'm looking forward to this next game because this is a game I really want to see. Nevertheless, Buffalo moves on, Miami goes home. That was the 1 o'clock game. The 4:30 game on Sunday was in Indianapolis, Minnesota. The New York Football Giants against the Minnesota Vikings. Before I even get started, I'm going to go ahead and let Alice do it because Alice been trying to tell everybody about the Vikings anyway. So here you go.
Kirk freaking Cousins. That's all I can say. And I think we kind of finally knew that Minnesota, despite being 13-4, maybe they were overrated after all. That's what a lot of people would say. But then he talked about that win in Buffalo. But that next week, the Cowboys destroyed them 40-3. So now we're really is it clear now that Minnesota was not that damn good? I mean,
Can I modify your name for Kirk Cousins? And I'm pretty sure you seen when I posted.
the nickname Captain Kirk.
Kirk Dumbass Cousins.
You like that? You like that?
Now, Kirk Cousins is one problem that I have because why is your dumbass throwing a 3-yard out on a 4th and 8 with the season on the line? Explain that to me.
Stupidity at its finest.
Your season is on the line and you throw a 3-yard out on 4th and 8.
You know what's guaranteed now, right?
And then this defense.
An NFC East team will be in the NFC Championship.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that. This defense for the Vikings. This defense.
Terrible.
Daniel Jones threw for over 300 yards.
And ran for like, what, 70 yards?
Ran for 78 yards. What in the hell is going on with this defense? It's a home playoff game. And that's the defense you're playing? I can go on about Kirk Cousins for all I want to, but...
Well, you made the point already.
But the defense made Daniel Jones look like Steve Young out here. He had more carries than incompletions.
That's sad.
Daniel Jones was 24 out of 35 passing. That's 11 incompletions. He ran the ball 17 times.
Vikings embarrass themselves. That's all I can say. And they got to pay for it. And they got to deal with it, honestly.
Oh my gosh.
But
and I'm the one who picked the damn Vikings.
Against the damn Vikings.
The damn Vikings. Oh my god. He picked the Giants surprisingly. Yeah, this is a Cowboy fan who picked the damn Giants. Go figure.
Me?
He picked the Giants. I couldn't believe it.
Like I said, don't count them out. And I'm going to say it again. Don't count them out against Philly.
I can't believe it. Anyway. That was the 4:30 game. The primetime game takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio, where the Bengals and the Ravens meet again for the third time and twice in back-to-back weeks. No Lamar Jackson.
Yards.
It was Taylor Huntley versus Joe Burrow, and this game was a lot closer than I expected as well. It took a quarterback sneak fumble, 98 yards the other way by Sam Herbert for the Bengals to get rid of the Ravens, 24-17.
A little concerning for Cincinnati because, really getting by. But the 98-yard fumble return, that's the only thing I can say, really.
Joe Burrow only had 9 incompletions, threw for over 200 yards, and only had 1 touchdown. Joe Mixon, 11 carries for 39 yards. Where was the running game? Well, I forgot. You're playing against the Baltimore Ravens. Probably ain't going to have a running game. They love running, so that's pretty much like they practice against all week long is the running game. So, yeah. But this game was a little
Cincinnati's got Buffalo next, doesn't it?
We'll get there. Because now, this is where I put my head in some goddamn water and hope I drown to death. Because now we go to a final game of WildCard weekend. Monday Night Football, Tampa Bay, Florida. It was America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, versus America's quarterback and Tom Brady. And this happened.
Well, a couple of points. Missing 4 extra points.
Yeah, that's a
Dallas is lucky those weren't field goals. If they were field goals, it would have been a hell of a different story.
Go ahead. Get it all out.
You watched this game, didn't you?
No, I didn't. Thank God I didn't know I was at work.
Oh yeah, you would have gone insane.
Go ahead.
So I did watch this game. This game, but believe it or not, this was on my dad's birthday. My dad's birthday is actually 2 days before mine, so I'm probably the best gift my dad ever got. But first, so when Dallas scored first, like, okay, so Dallas scores first, and then immediately I figured Tampa Bay's immediately going to score, which they almost did. But Tom Brady's red zone interception, his first one since 2019, and then Dallas turns down to another 6 points, and then another 6 points, and it's 18-0 at halftime, and then eventually it was 24-0 at halftime, and I'm still like, guys, it's Tom Brady. Okay, it's Tom Brady. It's not over till it's over, okay? And then when they finally score on that 30-yard pass to, I think it was Julio Jones, I kind of said, well, this could be the start of the comeback right here. But that was not the case because Dallas scored immediately, and then that was it. Tom Brady did not look that good. Threw 66 passes. I think it was like 35 for 66. Tampa Bay's offense was not in its rhythm, but I gotta say Tampa Bay's defense was actually pretty good for a team that had a bad defense. But what's interesting is this was Dallas's first road playoff game since the 1992 season. So going to this game, the last time the Cowboys had won a playoff game on the road was January 17th, 1993, the day before I was born.
And guess who decided to join the damn chat?
Who would that be?
All the people in the goddamn world.
Who would that be?
Why don't you go ahead and tell your brother happy birthday while you at it, since you want to talk about Tom Brady. And the warning that you gave us.
Oh, look who showed up. Yeah. Brother Ricky.
Dak Prescott. 25 out of 33.
Broke so many records in this game.
That's 8 incompletions. 305.
Yeah, I'm sure you want to know what I gotta say because I'm always critical of Dak. I'm like, okay.
This man threw 4 touchdowns against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense. 4.
Impressive.
Not 2, not 3. 4 touchdowns.
Impressive.
And he also ran one in.
And he's got to do that against San Francisco. If he could do that against San Francisco, if Dallas beats San Francisco and goes to the NFC Championship, that's when I'll shut my mouth.
I'm going to say my comments when we do preview that game. But I just know Dak Prescott sat here and beat the brace off Tom Brady.
And let's be honest, we have not seen a lot. You know why I know for a fact that Brady's not going to retire? Do you know why?
He need to, damn it. The one time I picked him.
He does need to retire, but you want to know my reason for why he won't? Why I think he won't? Because think about this. Is Tom Brady really going to retire living with the fact that his final loss was against Dallas, a team that he had never lost to?
I was just going to say that. He actually finally lost to the goddamn Cowboys, and he going to get it at the worst damn moment.
So is he going to retire after losing to a team that he had never lost to before?
Tom Brady?
I don't think so.
Your ass better retire then. Man. I don't want to see no goddamn 12 and Brady on any other goddamn jersey for the rest of my goddamn life. The one time I actually root for you, you do this.
Well, tell you what, we have not seen the last of him, and I'm calling it right now. He's going to Las Vegas.
Damn you, Tom freaking Brady.
Hey, Ricky, since I know you're watching this, I want you to mark it. The Bear Man himself predicts Thomas Edward Brady is going to Las Vegas.
We're going to take a break. We'll